Warning. This episode contains the 3 A's of podcasting: adult content, adult language, and awesomeness. You've been warned. Hijacking your mind, one podcast episode at a time. This is the AudioVillains. Hey, what's going on? This is Ricardo with Jabberlog on the JCast, and I'm sitting here with Eddie, and we are the AudioVillains, and this is going to be episode number 28, and we are recording on location of the Higher Ground Farms, and we have a special guest with us, a good friend of ours. Vinny, what's going on, man?
Nothing much.
And Eddie.
Hello, internets.
Oh, yes, this is going to be the Vintastic Voyage episode.
Yes, I like that.
We've been planning this for a while. Looking outside right now from where we're at, it's like God's country, man. It is nice out here.
Yes,
There's
it is.
lots of land,
Coming
some
from
water.
the town and shit. Yeah, it's
Yes.
nice to be out.
Nice and peaceful.
Yeah, it is. Too. It's quiet.
Yeah,
That's the best thing about this area. It's the quietness, dude. There's
Yeah, when I first moved in, I had to sleep with the TV on.
yeah, because you were like, I gotta have some noise. I gotta have some noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm the same way, man. This is.
And now it's just
beautiful.
like, I hear things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, what was that?
Yep. Who's
You know,
outside?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Get the shotgun mall.
Yeah.
exactly. And for the people who are listening, you might be able to hear the wildlife,
Yeah, in
the
the
birds
background.
flying around. I
Yep.
mean, the sun is out finally. I mean, we're in Michigan, so anybody who lives in Michigan, you know that
Yep.
the weather has been fucked
Shit-tastic.
up.
Shit-tastic.
Exactly. It's raining, then it went to snowing, there was flooding, and now the sun is out.
We're not even gonna have a
But
spring.
you know what
this
they
year.
say, you know, if you don't like the weather in Michigan, just wait 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly, dude. That's the truth too. The one day it was nice,
Yeah.
and then it was sleeting, and then it was raining, and then it was nice again.
Right.
You're like, what the fuck happened today?
Yeah.
Yesterday I woke up and then a buddy of mine posted a video on YouTube and he's like, how's the weather by you or whatever? And, I replied, rainy, because I just looked up and I was like, yep, it's rainy. Go back to sleep, and I woke up and then I was like, it was
It's all
sunny.
and shit. You're like, what
Damn.
the fuck happened here?
Yeah, the weather has been very crazy. The just this past, let's see, it would have been Monday going into Tuesday morning, maybe. I don't know, something like that. But it was snowing in the morning, and I had just gotten out of work. It was about 4:30 in the morning, and I was going home, and it was during the time that it was raining a lot and the floods and everything else. And the road in Hamilton on M40, it started like cracking up. Well, I wasn't really paying attention about it. I mean, I was at work, I heard about it and everything, but on my way home, just at the last second, I saw this big ass pothole and I
damn.
cracked it. And immediately I was like, oh man, I hope that nothing happened to my tire. And I kept going. I was like, oh, it's fine. And then
Hey,
like, oh, fuck. It's like a stupid ass tire.
right before you hit it, did the theme song to the Dukes of Hazzard go through your head? Just a good old boy.
Never meaning no harm.
He slow-moed it. Oh,
That's exactly how I was too.
Freeze
Oh,
did
it
went to
was-
commercial.
yeah. Cooter's
I
voice
wish.
coming. No, the boys.
Will Ricardo make it?
Yeah,
Cooter?
exactly.
Tune in next week.
Now, Ricardo just hit this big old pothole. Who do you think is going to... Does he know how to change a tire? Does he still remember? Yeah.
Perfect.
We'll be back after these messages.
And it zooms in. It's like two little kids. I got some Mattel toys. Remember Mattel? You guys remember Mattel and shit? Yeah. dude.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Or what was the other one? Hasbro. Hasbro was another one.
That's right.
They're still around. They got the.
Of course, the Transformers,
You
man.
know, I went to this antique place. It was like a thrift store, and I found
yeah.
a bunch of He-Man toys. And
Oh,
stuff.
man,
Oh,
yeah.
they're all cut in half.
Yeah.
Some little bastard.
Oh, dude.
He just
Have you seen the
fucked
new
up
He-Man shit?
No, I don't.
I watched one of them and I was like, this is way fucking not. And then I watched
It's
some of the
not
old
Dolph
shit and I'm
Lundgren?
like, yeah, Masters of the Universe.
Dolph Lundgren.
have the power.
You have that, don't
I
you?
got that movie.
Hey.
Dude,
I also have season 1, volume 1 of the He-Man
cartoon.
Castle Grayskull. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's the universe. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I found this this DVD collection, and it's 2 different discs, and it's cartoons of the 80s. Nice. It's all 80s cartoons. So when we
Jason
went to
Wheeled
Florida,
Warriors.
yeah, they were all on there. Yeah, Logan ended up saying, yeah, he was naming all these characters. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, is this one cartoon off of this? He said, you like 80s cartoons. I said, obviously I don't remember that one. What? But I don't know which one it was.
Foofer. Remember all that shit?
Foofer.
Yeah. The stupid blue.
Do you remember Foofer? There's a very...
I don't think so.
I was going to say, there's this very early episode where this guy was talking about Foofer. I was like, what the fuck is a Foofer?
Yeah, it was a blue... He was a blue...
Foofer, isn't that some sort of position on a porn site, isn't it?
Foofer.
Is that like a reverse
up rear
shocker
behind, arm bar, reverse takeover, or some shit like that.
Whoa.
So it's like some MMA porno shit right there.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the difficulty rating?
Yeah, rated high level 7.
Difficulty.
Yes, difficulty of level 7.
Like,
shit, I'm only level 4.
May need power tools.
Yes.
Some assembly required.
There you go. Ask your parents before you buy.
Hey, it said it in the box, man.
That's what it said. It said some assembly required. You open it up and it's all broken. Uh-oh.
That's awesome. You know, I'm all sitting on the edge of this chair like it's going to break.
Right.
Before we started the podcast, we were all taking our seats, and I went to sit down on
broke it.
Vinny's chair.
It's fat ass.
Apparently, I broke it. It was already broken. I sat down and immediately went to the left, and we checked it out. This dude took a rubber mallet to it, and it's cracked on the back. So I'm sitting on a different chair. I should have given it to Eddie.
No trust.
Yeah, so I could have broke my knee again and shit. Help me.
Oh, that would have been bad.
Live on the air. Quick, let's get this recorded.
That's how Rich looked at me and winked.
Yeah.
That's sort of,
Well, no, that was because you tried to grab his ass earlier.
oh,
That's
yeah,
right, you did.
He didn't even bother.
That's
No,
why it just took. He was waiting for me not to be paying attention to him. Then he's like,
Right.
he reaches over and touches your foot and shit underneath the table. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I haven't seen you in a long time, so when I first got here, you know, I gave you a hug and everything else. I figured that was your
Vinny
way
tried to
of-
stick his finger in his butt.
I know,
Not his own.
I figured
butt.
that was.
I mean, that's cool if you
I
want to
haven't
stick
seen
your
you in a
finger in
long
your own
time
butt.
either.
We were just listening to the Church of What's Happening on the way up here,
That's right.
and they were talking about sticking fingers in your butt for butt exams and shit.
Looking for the Dark Star.
Yeah. Let me see what I can find.
Oh God.
The days.
Oh man.
shit.
So
Just checking the threshold, man.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. He wanted to make sure that he couldn't fit 2 fingers in there is what it was.
oh God.
How much can I get away with?
Yeah. That's Vinny for you. He's like,
Yeah,
what can I
like-
do to fuck with you?
Well, all right. Yeah, it's a good thing we implemented the 3 A's of
Yes, that's
podcasting
right.
with adult content, adult language, and
Awesomeness.
that's right,
Word.
awesomeness.
Wow.
Yeah. Did you finally hear the intro?
Oh, yeah. I was listening to it this morning and then
Okay, good.
yeah, last week's was pretty funny. I just kept laughing. Ha ha ha! It's like stupid Rich in his face. Ha ha ha!
I know that's like,
Did you listen to the last one?
I take that as a
started to.
no. Oh yeah, that's
no, that's
right.
right.
Yeah, you started to. I remember because we talked that night.
Yeah.
I actually went to the dentist yesterday,
What do you say?
and he said that despite everything else that I had going on, I have one minor cavity,
Oh.
but that I need to get my all of my wisdom teeth out because
Fun.
they could be a very big problem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Do
got
either of
insurance,
you
though.
have them out?
No.
Yeah, I lost mine. I pulled mine sometime when I was early teens, probably. Maybe
Oh,
So-
shit.
something like that.
How much pain was it? Did they put you out completely, or did they numb you up?
No, I don't know. When it comes to that shit, dude, I'm a lightweight. When it comes to those
Heavy pharmaceutical.
yeah, no, I'm done.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like they gave me stuff at the hospital once for surgery, and they're like, you might not fall asleep. You probably just be sitting
And then
there. I woke up in recovery. I'm just like, wow.
Well, what the fuck was that? Can I get 2 of those to take home,
Yeah,
please?
like what happened?
Let me get like half,
Right,
half that dose.
Right. Can I get 3 of those for her and 1 for me?
This is going to be a good night.
Right.
Yeah, he said, because I asked him, I said, I'm curious, how exactly are you guys going to do this? Because the bottom 2 are like semi-impacted. And he said, well, the way your jawline works, I should be able to just pop them out. And I said, okay, so are you going to numb me up or
It's
what are you
like a
going to
plug and
do?
play I'm adding more memory.
Yeah, exactly. And he was saying, yeah, we're just going to numb you up and everything else. He's like, if you want, we can put you out completely. Otherwise, we can just numb you up. And I said, well, you took a scalpel to me already and you numb me up only. So
Yeah, the last one.
Yeah. So I'm sure it's not going to be as painful. And he says, oh, no, yeah, you've gone through some pretty bad stuff already. This will be nothing.
Yep.
I was like, all right. I said, I'm going to be able to hear everything cracking up.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, yeah. I said, okay, well, then I'm going to bring some headphones then because I don't want to hear it.
You can't get away from that. That's inside.
Yeah, that's inside. You're not gonna. You can drown it out a little bit. But
listening to them cut into my gums, it was
some noise
like
canceling headphones.
cartilage,
Why isn't it canceling the noise?
Yeah, it was bad just hearing it. But I mean, every time they hit a pocket, and I forgot to tell you in the story too that every time they hit a pocket, the assistant would move her face because blood and pus and shit was flying up at her face.
What was it?
I had an abscessed tooth.
Oh, it was wild, huh?
Yeah, it was
you see, I listened to the last podcast we talked about. There's a picture on his on Jabberlog where his chin is like this,
like
dude.
all the way out here.
I mean, he looks like he's got another chin on it. It looks like Quagmire.
Damn.
Yeah, I look like Quagmire. A swollen Quagmire.
Yeah, dude, it was bad. And you're like, holy shit. I told him, I was like, you got another chin, but it's on the side of your face.
Yeah. Yeah, completely giggity.
It was bad, dude.
So then he was saying, yeah, we're going to have to get this out. I was like, all right, cool. Well, then after that, I ended up going to get my tire changed, the one that ended up getting messed up. So I go in there. Yeah, I had the donut on there, and I went in and I said, all right, I need to replace this tire. And he says, well, they do some prorated shit, I guess. They check the tread, and it was only going to be like $36. I said, all right, cool.
You didn't get the insurance on your tires?
No, not in the beginning because I didn't have the extra money to do it. And they're like, man, you need to do it. I said, I know. I don't have the extra money, though.
Yeah, you know how I bought my tires?
How's that?
I went to the casino and I won money.
Oh.
I went into like a baller, dude. I was like, yep, I want those tires on here. Yep, give me that warranty, whatever.
Damn.
I don't give a shit.
It was like $900 or something like that.
I'll have to remember that next time.
There you go.
But those tires are big. You're talking about for your truck?
Yeah.
Yeah, those tires are big, dude. What are those, like 17s?
Yeah, those are expensive.
31 by 10.5.
Oh, yeah, they're pretty big, dude.
Yeah.
So he says you can get these 1150 replacement certificates. And I said, all right, I'll just do that. So so that if something happens on the other the other tires, I can just replace it for free. Oh, so I said, all right, cool, just do that. And it came out to like $80. Well, then they go and they change the tire and they change the tire. And then as they're looking at the other ones, I had a nail and another one.
What?
And another tire, the one that was in back, that went through the pothole as well, was falling apart.
Are you like a secret deputy and shit like that, and you run around at night with like a cape on and shit, and you're like, I'm fighting crime?
Maybe. Well, then
you had a nail in your shit?
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I ended up getting 3 free tires. Huh? No.
Are you?
Yeah, I got 3 free tires after all.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, I did. I am serious.
Damn.
The guy came back. He kept coming back, and he's like, yeah. We found some other problems in these other tires. I said, okay. I said, so what now? And they're like, well, we replaced them for free. I'm like, oh. He says, yeah, it's a good thing you got those certificates before we even looked at the tires. And I was like, yeah, that is good because if not, it might as well bought a whole new damn set.
Right.
That shit's not cheap anymore either, man. We just bought a new car and I was looking at the tires online because Melissa was like, well, we should see how much the tires are. I mean, it's like $400 fucking dollars, man.
No shit.
And that's before you get putting them on, making sure that they're rotated correctly and that the alignment is right.
Shit,
yeah. And it's like, damn, by the time I get done, it's costing you $600. You might as well buy a new fucking car for that kind of price.
Exactly.
I live in Michigan. I could buy a car for $25.
Oh,
might not run.
You know what? I bought this book yesterday. I just thought about it right now. I bought this book. My kid had a book fair going on in his school.
Oh, yeah.
So I was walking around and the wife says, what are you looking for? I said, I'm looking for some sort of trivia or something for, today so I can bring it up. And she said, well, check that out over there. And it was a 2013 Guinness Book of Gamers or video games or some shit like that. Yeah. So I got it and I was reading it this morning and I fucking forgot the damn book because there was some cool stuff in there. The only thing I remember was and I remember it because I asked this question to both Becky and Logan. It was how many Wii balance boards did Nintendo sell at the end of 2011?
100.
Out of a whole year?
1.2 million.
Worldwide?
Oh, worldwide.
Yeah, worldwide.
I thought you meant in America.
No, worldwide.
Like 200. I don't know, probably a couple million.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I'm going to say 1.2 million.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, then I'm gonna go 1.2 million and one. Overbid you.
It's not the same with Drew Carey. I don't watch it.
No.
Oh, you know what? Bob Barker was so. I mean, Drew Carey's good and shit, dude. But Bob Barker was just like I grew up on Bob Barker and shit. You're like, you ain't no
he was a pimp.
You ain't no fucking
exactly.
Bob, Drew.
Exactly.
So you guys are both wrong. It was
No problem.
48,718,000 and some other dollar amount, but yeah, 48 million.
Well, I mean, you made it sound like it was reasonable.
No, your shit wasn't reasonable at all, man.
No, your shit wasn't reasonable.
Right.
For a
Exactly.
year. I mean, come on, a year worldwide for the Wii.
You know, man. Sometimes I just hate you.
Thanks.
This isn't one of those times, but sometimes.
Yeah. So, but that's the only thing I remember out of that.
Video games. I haven't played a video game in a week. That's unusual.
That is unusual because you're
Something's wrong
usually
with me.
playing something.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, my son was playing the new Halo.
Oh, 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, beat it.
Yeah, he beat it in like a day.
Yeah, it only took
Like-
it took like 6 hours total. Yeah.
10
So was it not good or
The multiplayer is the best.
Right.
It's
Is
got
it?
a good story.
Well,
It's a
multiplayer
good story.
is
yeah,
always
it was
The
good.
a full
multiplayer is
game.
the best, but it sets up the next three stories. So like this is the beginning of another 3 sets of.
Are you
there's 2 more
serious?
games, yeah.
I thought they were supposed to be done with this one.
No.
No, well, they
what
got-
it is, Bungie left.
Yeah, well, okay, so they got
Oh,
a
yeah,
game
'cause
coming
they
out
all
called
got
3
destroyed.
Destiny. And it looks fucking good,
Right.
dude. Like in the new Game Informer, and then I went and looked it up online and shit.
Right.
And if you're on Xbox Live, you can get the IGN app on there, and that thing's got like tons of fucking shit, dude. I mean, I love it. But you can watch everything that's on the website is on there. Like they got videos and Rewind Theater and shit like that. But anyways, the Destiny, this something cataclysmic happens on Earth, and the spaceship shows up like seconds before it happens and protects an area. And so there's like 50,000 people live, and so you're the last of the humans and shit like that. Well, you actually become the last human, and you're this dude. Like I think it's called a Watcher or Watchman. But you get like these powers from the spaceship that protected Earth. You get like these telekinetic powers and shit like that, and all these aliens are coming and trying to kill the last of humanity. It sounds pretty cool, dude. I mean, it's standard epic fucking battles and shit like that, which is what
Right.
Bungie's good for.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about how the gameplay was going to be and stuff with Bungie being gone. You know,
Well, yeah, it's just like all like
it wasn't bad.
the
It
Call of
wasn't
Duty
bad.
stuff. It was
When
just
they
like
switched-
those
when they
when they
switched,
switched to Treyarch.
It was you didn't. I liked it. I thought it was good.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't
The
know
switch
the
to
stories
Treyarch?
They were a little
difference.
too short. I mean, other than that,
Right,
Yeah, I guess so.
but there wasn't a huge difference. So.
Yeah,
I was a huge Modern Warfare fan.
I don't know. Infinity
The
Ward
story
had
along.
they had a style. I think there was a slight
Yeah, it was called
difference.
World War II.
Yeah, well, except for their Modern Warfare ones. Those have always been from Infinity Ward. Treyarch won't have that. Unless, I don't know. I guess unless they switch it off or something. But there was one thing that I saw the other day that I wanted to ask you about. If you saw this movie trailer for The Purge.
Oh, yeah. That's really good, dude.
That looks crazy.
Yeah. One night a year, all crime is legal.
Yeah, everything's legal.
Yeah, dude, it
Yeah.
looks crazy. Oh,
Can you imagine
That's
that?
a wild night.
Yeah, dude.
That would be
The
nuts.
dude has the right idea. Lock that bitch down. Just stay the fuck up. Just stay
Right.
in your house. If
That's
they,
it.
if they come, then they're yours. But otherwise, stay the fuck away.
Yeah.
That is very, very, very crazy.
I want to know how those. Man, I'm sorry. I should have asked before I spitted.
This dude's spitting all over the place.
I'm sorry, dude. My apologies.
Vinny's just staring. He's like,
Vinny's-
all right,
yeah,
thanks
he's
for
like
spitting
eating
at
my. He's like he's sucking my soul from behind his glasses. He's like, you motherfucker, I will suck your soul dry. I'm like,
Yeah, and you know, if we didn't mention
No,
right
it's
in the
cool.
beginning,
There's lots of cussing.
Vinny is a long time.
Oh, yeah, we just kinda
friend.
jumped in.
We all grew up together.
yeah, right
Went
around
to
in the
school
same area.
together, yeah.
But if you think about it, it's kind of crazy because Rich pointed out last time, he's like, well, you live right around the corner from me, and you live right around the corner from him, in between me.
Right.
Yeah.
That
Somebody
is
actually
weird.
asked about the house, where my dad lived, and I was told that it was clear cut. I hadn't
Really?
been out there, right? Well, she tells me, she's like, no, it's all there. And I was just wondering if there's anybody there because I'm looking to buy some land out here. I want to be by my parents and shit. And I was like, I don't know who has it. I really don't. It's not something that.
That's crazy, man. I just remember being on the bus and going to pick you guys up,
And we would turn
had
around
to
my
pull
driveway.
in and turn around every time. And
turn
the
around my
bus
driveway.
driver would yell back to whoever was sitting way in the back and say, "Hey, am I close enough to those trees? Am I gonna hit the
Yeah, you're
trees?"
fine.
Yeah, boom. Why did you say something? We're all,
We did. We laughed.
I think her first name was.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, man.
Dude, I used to.
hat, like right on top
Oh
of her
yeah,
head.
she was of the lesbian persuasion, may we say? I mean, she looked pretty mannish.
She had
But
kids though, didn't
She
she?
was a BD.
Yeah. Backdoor.
Bull dyke.
Well, I think she was a later in life lesbian. She might have been married, but I'm pretty sure she might have been.
she was a
lesbian.
dude.
Yeah, dude, we had no problems. The whole I lived in the same spot. I grew up in the same spot until I moved away, but I finished my high school career in that spot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we never had no problems with
In
the
the
bus
same
driver.
spot?
Yeah, with the bus driver.
One spot.
Right, in the same spot.
That's
In the
it.
same spot.
In the face.
And once that lady became our bus driver, dude, I got so many fucking in troubles, dude. Like white slips and shit. I got so much dude. It was like the first 6
There
weeks
were
she was there.
white slips?
You got these bus white slips, dude. She would give it to you as you walked off the door. And if you got two, the first one your parents had to sign, right?
Right.
So cool, yeah.
Did she spray it or just kinda throw it at you?
No, she would just hand it to me. She would just give it to you as you walk. She was
Oh,
polite
just
about
hand
it.
it to you.
Yeah. She wasn't all assholeish about it and shit. And the second time I got one, you get kicked off the bus for like 3 days, and it's like, oh shit, now I got to walk to school and shit, dude. You know, I lived like 3 miles from school, in the middle of
lived pretty
nowhere. We were
far.
fucking nowhere, dude. And so I would have to leave way earlier and shit. But my brother and sister would get picked up. It's like, you motherfucking bitch.
I remember that.
Yeah, dude, that shit would suck. Well, the third time I got one, dude, they wanted to kick me off for the rest of the year. Wouldn't let me go on there. My dad went down there, dude, and he was fucking. And they were like, we're sorry. I was like, yeah.
It was like Colossus, man.
Yeah.
He did too. He was like, I will destroy you, Trolla bitches, you mother bitches.
Yeah, I remember
Silver
talking
medaled
to
in
your
front of me.
brother and sister, and they would. Where's your brother at? Yeah, he got kicked off. Oh, okay. I remember. Benny was a shit on the bus,
dude, yeah.
man. He was always fighting with that.
The Latham boys.
Yeah, the Lathams.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, then they became friends,
That
though.
feud's been going on for.
It was like the Hatfield McCoys.
Exactly.
Nyan millennia. I think everybody's cool now. I mean, you grow up and you get out of that shit, dude. But there's just like he was the terrorist of the bus.
No, but there was this one kid though at the time that I can remember. This guy was actually a senior in high school, and he used to terrorize him like mad. And he was a year under me. I don't remember his name though. I can see his face plain as day. I think his name was like Jeff or something. But every
Did we
time
have a Jeff on the bus?
he was very
I don't
he was
remember.
a tall, skinny dude.
Do you remember?
He used to terrorize
the
him all
people
the
who got
time.
on the bus last,
Going
going back towards town, and
No.
there was Dan. I remember Dan got on the bus, and he made me so he made me become the Arnold Schwarzenegger fan that I am. And
Yeah,
he'd come in the bus, he's Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm like, yeah, God fucking damn.
Yeah, I don't want to say I don't want to say his last
I don't want to say his
name.
last name either.
I do remember.
But, yeah.
I do remember because he used to wear, or his brother.
He was
I think,
huge.
used to
man.
wear.
He worked out and shit.
Yeah, his younger brother used to wear a purple shirt, and we always called him the grape ape.
Yep. Do you remember
If you
that?
don't remember from that, then
The grape ape.
we'll have to tell you
kids
off
are
mic
cruel, man.
later on. But
Kids are cruel.
he was all about it though.
Yeah. But for
But
slander reasons.
We were always calling him that. You and I were always calling him that.
yeah. You don't. No.
I can't
love your
remember
glasses,
his
dude.
first
It's gone.
name,
I
though.
love your glasses.
Thanks.
They hide the true expression in your eyes.
Yeah.
That blindfold rage. I will kill all of you and no one will know.
What would you say your look is? Hippie-ish?
No, I would
Hipster?
say that he's Skeletor. Don't call him a hipster, you fuck.
What?
That's
What's
just
the difference?
mean.
What's the difference?
I don't know.
The other day I was in a class and the instructor was talking about this girl that he was behind that I'm assuming he was saying she was a hippie chick, but he called her a granola chick.
A granola.
Oh, yeah.
I get that.
Or crystal.
But a hipster, dude, a hipster's this person who is laissez-faire. They just don't give a fuck about nothing, dude. You know what I'm saying? They're what's wrong with things nowadays, man. If you think about it, because they're the type of person that's like, so I don't have to like push myself and try anything. It's like, motherfucker, if nobody
what a
pushed
hipster
themselves.
is?
Yeah, they're kind of like I call them assholes, pretty much. I mean, Vinny seems like a pretty
So they're
mellow guy.
assholes.
Hassles, yeah. Knuckles. What if those powers activate? Form of a fuck you.
Oh man.
Like hipsters are just these people who try too hard to be
Are you still
cool.
on that?
Yeah, that's all.
All right.
They just
I
tried
tuned
too
out
hard.
for a minute, man. I came back. You're still talking.
You're like your
I know.
rage is
It's been
penetrating
like
me,
2 seconds.
dude. Yeah, in his brain, he was like, la, 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 la. He heard music and shit, and then he comes back, he's like, whoa, you guys are still on this? I listened to like 4 songs and shit.
Right. I went through a whole fucking concert,
chilling.
man.
Right?
Well, then tell us what you've been up to this whole time, because I haven't seen you.
Yeah, it's been a long
since
time.
The last time I saw you was in
wild.
Walmart.
Last few years have been
pretty crazy.
Yeah. Last 3 years, I guess. But yeah. No, it just got real, real fast. And
that's how life is, I guess. Yeah. That's how.
That's it.
No, word. I heard
That's it.
I heard
just living. But yeah.
Life has a tendency to sneak up onto you,
just trying to keep your head, at least you can take
above
a
the
breath
water.
every now
Hey,
and
dude,
then.
you live in a beautiful place.
It's cool.
nice, man. I would be out here every day, be like, this is fucking badass.
Yeah.
I would be out here like fucking training like dragons to attack and shit. Oh, if you don't know, I have dragons.
Well, I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna say like Dragon Ball Z. You're gonna have the armor.
Did you see the live Dragon Ball Z?
What?
The movie that they came out with Dragon Ball Z? What did you think of it?
Stupid.
I was gonna say
the dummest fuck. I watched like
You're
15
making
minutes.
it sound like it was gonna be badass though.
Dumb.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, I just
You
seen the
had me
trailer for it
sold.
again
I was
last
gonna say, just go buy it real quick.
Well,
go to Walmart.
What are any movies that you guys want to that you guys want to see anytime soon? I mean, because I want to check out that fucking rock movie this weekend.
I want that
rock
new
movie.
A Pain and Gain.
Oh, that one.
coming out.
Which one?
The
Injustice.
Injustice. Yes, thank you.
I talked about that last time. I beat it.
Dude was
the story is really good, dude. It's a nice little story.
That's right. That was you.
Have you seen that they have Superman Unbound? It's an anime that's out. I haven't watched it yet. I haven't got a chance to get it from the video store yet, but it's on Xbox Live. Like you can download it and shit. So maybe it's just released early on Xbox Live. They've been doing a lot of that shit.
No shit.
Right.
But it's a whole new Brainiac thing. Brainiac and Supergirl. He tracks Supergirl to Earth and shit. And yeah, so it looks pretty dope, dude. I was like, this one might be interesting. Speaking of Superman, Man of Steel.
When does that come out?
June 14th. That's Atreus' birthday, my son.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. His middle name is Kal-El, so that's kind of cool.
Are you going to take him to see it?
Yeah, well, I'm actually contemplating going because Walmart's going to have you can buy.
There's Walmart again.
Well, listen, yeah. Well, you can go and buy you can go buy a 4-pack.
Product placement.
Product placement. You can go buy a 4-pack of tickets, and you can see it Thursday at 7. So you see it the day before it comes out and shit. But I think that maybe I'll just take him in the evening to see it. I don't know if Giselle wants to see it or not. Be kind of cool though, right?
It will be.
Yeah.
Especially with your Walmart tickets.
Fuck you. Fuck you and your Walmart hating ass. Not all of us can buy Old Navy shit.
Okay. Man.
If you think Old Navy's
and he says this
dude, you better back up.
Because
his jacket.
My jacket was on my jacket, yeah. My jacket was on the ground. It was on the ground. That'll do, Ed. That'll do.
That'll do.
Oh, shit. Well,
yeah.
On that note, that is going to be the end of part 1 of the Vintastic Voyage.
Right.
And we are going to be right back with part 2 in just a moment. So, as always, you can send all of your emails and everything to the jcast@thejabberlog.com. You can follow us on Twitter @jabberlog. And you can find everything 24/7 on thejabberlog.com. Have a good one.